Alright, welcome back to Civic Couch. My name's Steve Napolitano and behind the camera again is Brad Jacobson. And today we're tossing away the keys. We're going to learn how to take alternative transportation here in LA. Getting around LA without a car. We're here at the metro station. Let's start. Okay, so here we are at the ticket booth and trying to figure this out. I've done this before. I should be able to do it. I've got a degree in fine art. That should mean I got this. Let's see. Purchase. No, I don't have a tap card. That's something new. Okay, let's go. I have a tap card. So here we have a map of the whole metro system. Here we are right here at the end of the green line, some would say the beginning, and we're going to take that over here to the blue line, jump on the blue line, take the blue line all the way downtown, jump on the red line, and then go to my office down here at the Civic Center next to Union Station. So, like I said, here we are at the Marine Street Station on the green line, and what you see here is civic art. And every station on the metro system has an art piece to it. Okay, so now we're on the train. We're on an elevated platform, so we see all around us. We can see the cars on the freeway that we're going to pass. Oh, there we go. And we're going to go down the 105 freeway and then hit the blue line and go downtown. And something we can talk about is the airport. The train does not go to the airport. It was supposed to, it should have years ago, but it never made it to the airport. Why? Well, you'll hear a dozen different stories about why it never made it to the airport. But what we're told is that they traded off the last length of the green line to go to the airport to start the red line downtown. Now, what do they do instead of going into the airport? They've got a shuttle bus. Is that what people want to take? Not necessarily, because not a lot of people take it. So they're going to end up trying again to extend the green line into the airport along with the Crenshaw line, and they're going to meet there at the airport and then take a people mover into the airport. That's the plan right now. Okay, so what you just saw is known as the Mad Dash, the transfer from the green line to the blue line. Blue line goes two ways. It goes all the way down to Long Beach and then all the way down to LA. So we're going to jump on the blue line, take it down to LA. So now we're on the blue line going downtown. If you look around you on the train, it's safe, it's clean. We've got an intercom right here if there's any problems. There haven't been, we don't expect there to be. I've ridden it several times before, full disclosure there, so not a problem. But you'll see more people on the train now as we enter into the downtown area. And like we said, the ride's good, stress-free, and so far so good. We just past Washington Station and it is now 8:35, so we're an hour into our trip to downtown LA, and we're starting to, this is the slow part. We're going through the beginnings of the city here. We're gonna head over to Staples Center real soon, but it means that we're going along the surface streets, so we're starting to hit some traffic. Now we're at 7th Street Metro. We're going to jump on the red line to go to Civic Center, and we're about an hour and 20 minutes into our trip. So not the fastest thing, but stress-free, was able to get some work done. So let's continue on our journey and we'll check out the Civic Center. Okay, so how was the trip? Well, it was easy. You jump on the train and here we are right now, a couple transfers later. It took an hour and a half though, so is that the most efficient use of my time? Well, it depends. Public transportation is often a trade-off. It was stress-free, didn't have to drive, didn't have to worry about traffic, and I was able to get some work done on the way. So that was easy. Then again, it takes an hour and a half, so it means that I'm gonna have to plan my trip accordingly. Probably wake up a little earlier to get down here, do a few things differently than I might. For germaphobes, well, bring your hand sanitizer. But otherwise, it's a good trip. It's a great way to get around. Okay, we're back after a quick wardrobe change, and with me now is Jose Ubaldo.
Yes.
Correct, from Metro.
From Metro Media Relations.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us today. Now, I gotta say, when we first approached the kiosk over there to buy the ticket, it says about the tap card, you want to purchase a tap card. Now, is that something that someone from out of town or anyone would really know?
And it's very practical because that way they can use it several days, several times, depending how much money they put into the tap card.
Okay, and that's something that can be recharged with more money.
Yes, this is one of the advantages of this new system.
Now, we were talking about the distance and the time that it took. And while it was easy to jump on and jump off all the time, the thing is it took an hour and a half. And you know, typically when I've taken it by car, it takes about 40 minutes. Now, what are the trade-offs there? How does Metro see? Is that something that's going to speed up over time, or is that just something that's part of the trip?
It's part of the trip, but you have to look at the overall and the big pictures. First, you're not going to drive into the traffic, which is a problem. Second one, you don't need to look for parking, you don't need to pay for parking, you don't need to pay for gasoline. So you just ride and enjoy the company of the people who are riding with you. You look around the city. It's a new perspective and how do you look at things.
Very good, and we did meet some characters on the train, didn't we? But and speaking about the map here, though, because we were talking about what's going to go where, and we talked about the extension here from the Crenshaw down to the airport. That's going to be the new connection at some point. And what year is that going to be?
We are expecting to open the line in 2018. And it's going to be 8.5 new miles of tracks for the system, and it's going to have 8 new stations. Some of them are going to be underground, some of them are going to be aerial, and some are going to be on the street level. The line it will consider the last station right here in Redondo Beach.
Okay.
So the public can travel from Expo Crenshaw all the way to Aviation, Mariposa, El Segundo, Douglas, and Redondo Beach Station.
Okay. And then up here we were talking about the subway to the sea, the purple
subway
line.
To the sea,
which
is more known.
And that's going to extend out to where?
It's going to extend to the Veteran Hospital on Westwood. That's the last station for this funding. They are already in place.
Okay, and then so more funding would be needed then to go out to the sea.
Yes, the board already authorized the alignment to the Veteran Hospital. We're waiting for to begin break ground on the first phase, which will be from La Cienega, La Brea, and Fairfax.
And speaking about the system overall, the ridership of it, I think it's about 370,000 now.
That's for the rail system.
On a monthly basis?
And it's increasing the number of riders as the public see how convenient it is to use public transit.
Well, and I saw the numbers, it's increased quite substantially over the last 3 years.
12% is going every year, so it's very good numbers for us.
And what about the future? We're just going to continue building out then?
Well, we had a long-range transportation plan for the next 25 years, so we are implementing, and the only problem to do all the projects we really want to do is the funding.
Jose, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. So we really appreciate the Metro folks coming out to talk to us today, and we had a great ride. It took an hour and a half, sure. It was easy, yeah. We didn't have to pay for parking or anything. And let's talk about gas. Let's be honest. It's $4 a gallon around here, and it's 20 miles downtown, 20 miles back, and so it's going to be more than a gallon of gas, and it costs us $5 to get downtown and back. Now, if I was going to take it every day, I probably wouldn't. You know, I got to get around town. I gotta get places and probably a little bit quicker than it takes me, but am I gonna take it sometimes? Yeah. Okay, now I don't recommend taking the system like that guy did, where he's just walking along the tracks. You gotta get on the train to get somewhere. But as I was saying, you know, Metro is certainly something, the rail system is certainly something you should incorporate in your daily commute, in your weekly commute. Maybe not every day, because you got to get to different places at different times, but on a weekly basis, if you can incorporate it once or twice a week, that's going to save you gas, it's going to save you a lot of money, and it's going to make things better for everyone here in Los Angeles. So think about it. We're on to the bus next. We were told we can use our tap cards there, so off we go.